I'm not really here to sell you earplugs or tell you how to live your life, but I am going to tell you a story today. Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Yes, it's been a while. Well, at least my time it's been a while. And we've got a beautiful 77-degree May day. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday! The channel is sinking. No, it's not. Great people like you are watching my videos. It's awesome. How you doing out there in YouTube land? You having a great day? I hope you are. But anyway, we're here to talk earplugs today, basically because I couldn't come up with a better way to tell a couple of stories that I wanted to tell. Maybe three if I remember what the third one is. But either way, it's time for coffee. Yay, coffee. The elixir of life. Ah, good stuff, good stuff. Anyway, I did a video a couple of years ago where I talked about how I have tinnitus, really bad. And the quick synopsis of tinnitus is it's physical or psychosomatic, something like that. But the physical part, which is what I have, is damage to the inner ear where the cilia, the little hairs in the ear, they touch and they create a synthetic sound that your brain picks up and delivers. Well, your inner ear picks up the signal from the cilia and sends it to your brain as a signal, because your brain is a big computer that processes electrical signals. Electrical signals, enunciation, John. Come on, practice that. Let's get better. But seriously, the cilia touch and they create the synthetic sound. Then your brain interprets it as a sound, and then you hear a noise. For a lot of us, it's crickets or a jet engine or a fan, something like that. Mine is a high-pitched whine. And the audiologist I went to last said, you hear everything up to about 8 kilohertz. After that, it drops off like a stone off a cliff. Whee! Plunk. That's what the graph looks like for my ears. One is worse than the other. I forget which one now. But in the summertime, if I hear crickets, I can turn my head and I don't hear crickets anymore. They're gone. My ears cannot hear my dear. That's a Dr. Seuss rhyme. Anyway, moving on. I've not been out and vlogged in a while. The rust is real. But I wanted to tell a story because I dread having to do things like buy tires or make modifications to a bike that might change the sound, like exhaust. Because if you do intake to get more power, you should do more exhaust, and you should tune it. If you do a cam, that'll change the exhaust. So it ties into motorcycles, right? I don't want to do any of that stuff because I fear, and fear is the right word, I fear the changes it will make will be disadvantageous to my ears. Nice turn signal. That's a better turn signal. And I don't want to risk doing any further damage to my ears. I'm constantly on my kids about making too much noise. And my eldest will turn to the little one and go, stop squealing, you're gonna hurt daddy's ears. And he's right. I get these headaches, I gotta lay down. It's a whole to-do. All right, who's gonna go straight? Number 1 made a left. Number 2 came across during the intersection. Number 3 made a left. Number 4 makes a left. Outstanding. We've got winners all around today, especially the guy tailgating me. Got rid of him in a heartbeat. That Kia has no soul. And you're driving in both lanes? What the hell, dude? Ain't nobody got time for that. Get out of here with that. I hope there's no speed cameras. Whee! We're having fun today, folks. Once again, I should do a disclaimer first, but I'll do it afterwards. Don't do that at home. That's not safe at all. I hope that worked though. Oh, if you know a motovlogger having more fun on YouTube than me, let me know in the comments below. Shout them out. And if it's you, do a response video. Show me how you're having more fun than me, because I'll bet you're not. Anyway. You know, this YouTube thing is not as easy as I make it look. It involves lots of choreography. It's almost like I'm doing a dance with the bike and the gear and everything else. And then look at that. Oh, I lean the bike just a little bit. Just a little bit. And yes, we're not being followed. Great. I can putz along and wax poetic now. Especially because I forgot where the hell I was. But I fear changing the sound that things make because of two things. The first one was a Honda Civic that I owned. I wanted a little bit more performance, so I put an intake on it. Then I put an exhaust on it. I had a shop fabricate a custom exhaust for it. I was like, I just want just a little bit more power. Don't really want a lot of noise, whatever. And they made it. It was like a rigid mount, custom catback exhaust. And it drove my ears nuts. I could not drive without wearing earplugs. And that nonplussed me. That was not fun. So after like 3 days, I took the exhaust and I put the stock stuff back on. I actually just bought some clamps and clamped it back in place. Hey, concert hall, speaking of noise. Nice. I forget who it was recently that did one. It was a single concert hall. That was a triple rever. So then I got rid of that. It was like, I got the stock stuff. Flash forward like 15 years, I got to put tires on my Ram. And no, flash forward 8 years, I had to put tires on my Ford. I had a Ford F-150 and I wanted to put tires on it. So I was like, well, I wanted something a little bit more aggressive, do a little off-roading maybe. So I got Toyo Open Country AT2s. And within a half an hour, I had a splitting headache, had to lay down for the rest of the day. I was done. That was not fun. I did not enjoy that. I ended up putting a set of Michelin Highway tires on it, and the truck quieted down. Then I bought a new truck. It came with the all-terrain tires on it. And when I test drove it, I didn't get a headache. So I figured something different in this newer F-150. Then I put vent visors on. You know those little rain guards you put over a window so you can leave the windows cracked when you're parked? I put those on. Immediately the headache came back. I was like, oh, F this nonsense. So I ripped those things off post-haste, without further ado, etc. And I did not have any more headaches. So I realized that there was, and this is how weird my ears are, there was some correlation between the way the air went around the vent visors and all-terrain tires. So now, flash forward to March of 2023 or April, whenever it was, and I need tires for my truck. And I am sweating bullets waiting for my appointment to put tires on this truck because I picked out Falcon Wild Peaks. Here's me crossing a creek with them because that's something I did and I like that footage and I want to show it more. And here's our second favorite stop sign. Not that we have a first favorite, but this one's not bad. Everybody's going. Okay, don't rear end me, dude. Jesus. Sorry, Lord. Didn't mean to take your name in vain. They were too close for comfort. So I get in the truck and I'm like finely tuned. Like I have zero expectations that I'm going to be able to drive this truck comfortably, but I'm hoping I'm keeping hope alive. I am the eternal optimist, if you will. And I'm driving along, and I left the dealership and I drove on the highway, and I drove in the city, and I drove on some undulating pavement stuff. Anything I could to test these tires. I did it all. Well, I didn't go off-road yet, but I did all the on-road tests that I could. And how pleasantly surprised am I when I realized that these new tires, while they do make a little bit of noise, do not drive my ears insane. Thank goodness. Now, you've listened to me for 8 or 9 minutes at this point, and you're wondering, John, where do the earplugs come in? I will tell you. I am wearing earplugs right now. I wear them on every ride, every bike, every time. I do not want to risk any further damage to my ears. If I go to a bar or a club or any loud event or any event I think might be loud, I bring earplugs just in case. And I wear them a lot, which is part of why I yell when I've motovlogged. Because I can't hear anything and I want to hear myself. I'm kind of into myself. It happens. All you other guys can't deny. What the heck are they doing? I don't even know what that is. A bunch of sensors. So anyway, there I was, minding my own business, enjoying my new tires, and nothing bad happened. That was great. But the earplug thing, I have tried many different kinds, and I've had this conversation with a lot of friends who ride, and some prefer the disposable ones like I wear. Disposable. Jeez, John. Some prefer the disposable ones like I wear. Some people like the reusable kind. I never got into those. I tried the form-fitting ones once. I wasn't a huge fan. Golly, traffic is nuts today. Anyway, it gives us another minute to talk. Isn't this nice? So I got the disposable ones. I started with some at work, and they were 29 decibel, I think. These are 33, and I can still hear sirens, and I probably had room to pull out because these people are going slow. We'll pull out next opening we get. That's what she said. That doesn't even make sense. But I got the Howard Light disposable earplugs. They're like $20 or $30 for 100 pairs. I'll leave a link in the video description below. If you want to help support the channel and save your hearing, I recommend it. At the same time, these things are great. They last for like 2 days worth of riding and I'm good. So, hey, look at that. We got an opening. Yay. It's like, you know, it's just like when I vlog at a traffic light. Same thing. Holy crap, look at the traffic. Gee whiz. Gosh almighty. See, I did better that time. But when it comes to your hearing, it's like the one sense you need that science has not figured out how to fix. I know they have cochlear implants or cochlear implants, however it's pronounced. I know they have those, and I may have to go down that route. I'm not sure. I really don't know, but there's no fix for tinnitus, and this guy's going to try to go around. Dude, we're just all backed up, Florida. Floridians, right? Good times were had by some, mostly me, recording this. This has been a lot of fun. But now you understand why I don't change the exhaust on my bikes, and I don't look forward to changing other things. So maybe you have a little bit of a sense of, you know, a little bit more of what's going on in John's head. Not that you really asked for that, but you asked for it. You clicked on the thumbnail. It was attractive, I know. It wasn't clickbait, I also know that. And I'm really not trying to sell anybody earplugs. The Amazon affiliate thing is a way for me to monetize the channel. I earn, you know, 30 cents or $1 or whatever when somebody buys something, but it's not really wholly selfishly motivated. It's really motivated by, at least in this link, and well, most of my links, they're motivated by a way to speed up the process by which others can obtain things to make their life better or improve their vlogging. In this case, make their life better by not losing their hearing. I don't want anybody to lose their hearing because I know how much it sucks for me to not be able to hear things. You are the nicest driver ever. Thank you, sir. You're awesome. So with no further delay, because I'm going to go play in traffic here, we're going to close this one out. I do hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. I hope my rambling nonsense made sense for once. And if you do decide to buy the earplugs, just know I've been using the same brand of earplugs, not the same exact ones, but the same brand for like 7 or 8 years now. It's been a while. It's been a long while. Oh, go. So with that, remember the 2 mantras. It's always fun to rev it up, right? Especially when you can't hear anything. The 2 mantras are, you have a 100% track record of making it through a bad day, stop for the light, don't drop the bike, jeez. And do something nice for yourself every day. Maybe it's buying yourself a pair of earplugs and using them when you ride to keep things from fatiguing you. That was the last thing. That was the last thing. The wind noise is fatiguing when you ride. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I will let you go. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I don't know how much time, I haven't edited this video yet, but you know because of the timestamps. Anyway, bye.